All right, you guys. Hello, Aries. This is going to be challenging energies and cards of guidance for the next week. And before I start reading, I went ahead and started writing some stuff down that was coming through. We'll see if any of this comes up in the reading. Something about your heart chakra or just basically your heart in general. I couldn't tell which one it was. Something about being rebellious. And we have the Six of Cups that's popped out already. Being rebellious. We have Temperance that came out. Challenges. See, I can't read my own writing. Something about hills. I was hearing the word hills, but I was seeing a picture of mountains. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe some of you live near hills, but you consider them to be mountains, or vice versa. And all of a sudden, I started crying out of nowhere. Some of you could be very emotional right now, but that's the importance of putting up boundaries. When somebody says put up boundaries, because honestly, I don't know if the crying was you guys, like the collective, or my own energy. Okay, so let me know in the comments if you have something going on that would warrant crying. I got teeth clenching. I realized I was clenching my teeth and also feeling as if a panic attack was about to come on. So there's some anxiety going on, worry, stress, doubt. Let's see what else. Oh, my third eye started doing something. My third eye, a lot of people, when they're channeling or reading tarot or doing something spiritual, their crown chakra will become activated. Like, do you hear them say they feel pressure at their crown, on the top of their head, their crown chakra? I feel pressure on my forehead, on my third eye. So it was doing something when I was picking up all this energy. So some of you guys could be going through a spiritual awakening right now. Your third eye could be opening. Maybe it just opened. Maybe you're seeing, hearing, or feeling things. But yeah, there's something going on with the third eye chakra, or the third eye rather. I wrote down challenging stories also. So I don't know. Okay, so let's go. All right, so the first card out was Six of Cups. Six of Cups is about nostalgia. Now, depending on your life, it could be good or bad memories that you're going back to, but it is about going back in time. We have Temperance. Temperance is about patience, taking it slow, not speeding through life. And then the next cards that fell were this group of cards over here. The King of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Page of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. I'm trying to fill into these, guys. Hold on. Yeah. Some of you guys have something that is becoming activated right now. Are you going through a spiritual awakening? Maybe it's just a big life change that you're going through. Is your crown chakra, your third eye, or something becoming activated? I don't know. But you're definitely going through something right now. And it's something you've been waiting on. It's something that... It's something you've definitely wanted or been looking for recently. You've been waiting for it to happen. Now, like I said, this could be you're going through a spiritual awakening. It could be you're having this big life change right now, but it's something that you've been not looking forward to. That's not correct. It's not looking forward to, but it's something that you knew was about to happen. Anticipation, kind of. You've been anticipation. But I feel like telling you that you need to stay grounded during this whole thing. Don't go, if it is a spiritual awakening, okay? If that's what you're going through right now. And I feel like it is, especially with some of the stuff I picked up a while ago. If you're going through a spiritual awakening right now, or you feel like it's a spiritual awakening, maybe it's not. Maybe just some of your clairs are coming online, like you're becoming more psychic, you're having dreams, you're having these emotions that are coming out of nowhere. These interests and all these metaphysical things are popping into your head. Or some people call that downloads. If you're having any of this happen, remember to stay grounded, okay? Stay grounded. Don't fly off into woo-woo land just yet. Keep your head about you, okay? Stay grounded, because it's very easy to fly off into the clouds with this kind of stuff. King of Cups. Yeah, some of you guys are having trouble with your emotions right now. This isn't necessarily a good card, I don't feel like. I don't feel the energy, like the energy of this card is anything, especially with these Six of Cups and Temperance here. You've gone back in time for some reason, and this isn't for all of you. Remember, I can't resonate with everybody, but the ones that are resonating with the Six of Cups right now, you're going back to these not so great times, okay? And I feel like, okay, yeah, okay. And I feel like a lot of you are doing what's called shadow work. You're doing shadow work, okay? Where you're integrating different parts of yourself. You're learning how to not be ashamed of what you consider the shameful parts, things you bury, things from long ago. And that's fine, but don't stay there, okay? Does that make sense? Don't go back. Don't buy a ticket back and then live there, okay? Don't... Pull up what you need to pull up and then move on. Actually, let's get I want to get this set of cards here out for you guys. Inner child card, okay? Let's pull an inner child card. And this will help you navigate through that a little bit more if this is what some of you guys are going through right now. Some people like to do shadow work, and they end up going back in time, and then they're in the worse place than when they began, and they can't get out. Okay, so don't let it take you down, is what I'm saying. Work on it, give it thanks, and move on. Like, write down what you learned from it. Make a list of things that you learned from that particular challenging situation, and then let it go, and then burn it. Say thank you. Now I release you with love, grace. Thank you. All of the things. Okay, all of the things. All right, can we get an inner child card for this group of the collective that's going through this right now? And I am pulling in Aries energy, but this could be for anybody that's resonating with this right now, okay? I don't feel like I'm talking to just Aries right now or fire signs. I feel like I could be talking to anybody in the collective right now, okay? I'm tapped into that informational field right now, okay? Yeah. A lot of us are going through changes. Our bodies, our physical body and our spiritual body, we're having upgrades. We're going through changes, like things that we never thought possible, things that we never thought we would see in our lifetime are now coming to pass. Okay. Some of you guys need to pay very close attention to your dreams. Okay. We have 4 cards that fell, and I'm going to take all 4 because this could be for several different people. A lot of people could be going through this right now. And I'm going to talk about this Queen of Pentacles when we're done. Okay, so the first one we have is be still. Okay, cultivate a space of stillness and silence to just be. So just be still, be in the now. Okay, don't worry about what's going to happen in the future. And when I say future, I don't just mean 10 years down the road. Don't even worry about what you're having for dinner. Take 10 minutes and just be in the now, present moment. Okay. And then we have become aware. Listen to the wisdom of the body. I have videos, if you go look on my channel, all about listening to your body. Okay. Doing things and listening to your body. Your body will tell you what it needs. Okay. And then write a letter. Write a letter to your inner child. What I just said a while ago, some of you guys need to write a letter talking about the lessons you've learned through these challenging situations. Okay. And then let it go. Do not hold on to it. All right. Okay. You can't make this up. I'm not kidding. Let it go. Do not hold on to it. Right. Next card out. Let it go. Let go of all that no longer serves you. So write your letter and then release it. Okay. Let it go. All right. And when you do all this, when you get all of this organized, okay, you're looking at the Queen of Pentacles. Someone is texting, it's coming through my phone. You're looking at the Queen of Pentacles. But you got to make it through this space right now. You're in the space of the in-between. Does that make sense for some of you guys? The in-between. You know something's going on, but you're not sure quite what. Okay. There's something that's happening, but you're not sure. You're not sure what it is or where it came from, right? Be having these weird ass dreams right now. You're not sure what's going on. Dreams with people you don't even know in them, like these strangers. Dreams. I'm just hearing dreams. A lot of you are having these psychic. What am I? Psychic what? If you don't know, and I feel like if you're watching this video, you do know what clairs are. So a lot of you guys, your clairs are coming online, your psychic abilities, your supernatural, they're beyond the senses that we already have. And a lot of them are coming online right now. And a lot of you guys could be experiencing anxiety with this, okay? It comes on as in the form of anxiety. Ace of Pentacles. I feel like saying don't focus on the reward, okay? Don't focus on what you could get out of this. You need to focus on your spirit right now. Your spirit, your soul. That's where all the shadow work comes in, okay? 10 of Wands. Yeah, a lot of you guys are carrying on top of all this other shit that's going on. Us being upgraded as humans. You also have the 10 of Wands that's popped out, which means you also have all these other burdens. These humanly burdens that we have to carry, right? Some more information on that, please, for these humanly burdens that we have to carry. So a lot of you guys may be having trouble in the friend space right now. You just want to be alone. Like you're not in the mood for spectators right now. You know, spectators of your life, watching everything you do. Maybe you're not in the mood for that. You'd like to do this alone. And there's nothing wrong with that. The be still inner child card we got. Yeah, be still and just be in the moment. Be in the now. And you can be totally alone to do that. Now, you don't have to be. I'm just saying. Most people want to be. They want to be alone in those moments, right? Anything in this deck for our Aries, please, or too many for our Aries, please, or our collective, whoever you want me to speak to right now. What else kind of guidance can we give them if they're going through something? A lot of you guys, and I believe where all the emotion is coming from, especially with this bond card that just popped out. We have ring, and it's about marriage, wedding token bonds, like friendship bonds, marriage. I think we're talking about marriage right now. A lot of you guys are probably having you and your spouse, your partner may not be, there's somebody, cooperation, teamwork, win-win. There's some couples out there that aren't on the same page. Like, one of you guys may be going through a spiritual awakening, and it started raining on this metal roof. I'm in my studio, so I'm sorry if that causes issues with the sound. But some of you guys may be going through a spiritual awakening. You're starting to see things differently in your belief system, like especially with religion and thoughts about money and difference just popped out. Yeah, you have like difference of opinion. That's where I was going with that. Thank you. Road, future choice, destiny. That's causing a lot of worry and fear right now. And like, let me just use me and my partner as an example here. We don't agree on some things, right? We're not both riding in the same boat when it comes to a lot of situations. When it's political, religious, spiritual, we disagree. But we also it doesn't seem to drive a wedge between us, right? Because we know that each person's allowed their own beliefs, their own reality. You create your reality, right? Some couples aren't like that, though. It bothers them. And I feel like that's what's going on here. One of you guys or both of you guys have something going on in your life that you didn't see coming, and it's changing you. Now, is it changing for the better or for the worse? I don't know. That's all perspective. But it is changing you. And there could be some disagreements going on. Okay? Respect and trust. That's what you're going to have to pull on. If that's the situation that you're in, respect and trust right now, okay? Respect the other person's viewpoints. Trust yourself to know when to step back, when to keep your mouth shut, right? Because not everything is worth your opinion. Not everything's worth your time. Not everything's worth your energy, right? Okay. Anything else, Miss Vic? Okay, guys, it calmed down a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and finish the reading. The last two cards that came up were empty and redemption. So empty, if you look, it says clean, purify, empty, and practice. So that inner child card I pulled a while ago said be still. So I feel like some of you guys need to find a space where you can take, if it's nothing but 10 minutes, and just sit in quiet, okay? But make sure that this space is empty, void. The card says purify, of any stress, anything else that can grab your attention other than being in the now, okay? Make it your space. I don't care if you have to go into a closet. Doesn't matter. As long as it's considered your space. And when you're in there, nothing else matters. Nobody comes to bother you, okay? And just sit in stillness. Sit in quiet. Don't try to think about anything. Don't try to make anything happen. Don't go in with any kind of intention. Just sit, right? All right, and then redemption, hope, miracle, turning point. So some of you guys are on the path of awakenings, different belief systems. You could be going into or coming out of a certain religion that you see things changing. You see things going on in the world that you never thought you would see, and it's causing you to ask questions, if that makes sense. am I truly seeing, is what they're showing us the truth, right? The veil is thinning. The truth is coming out. They talk about the age of disclosure. I think the age of disclosure is going to be just this, a turning point, us seeing reality for what it really is. And I believe some of you guys are going through that right now, okay? And just remember this also, this is another big one that I keep, that, let's try something I was working at, that could mean pay attention, because that dog's going crazy out there. This is another biggie that keeps popping in my head. As this veil is thinning and we're starting to see reality for what it really is, don't try to push yourself on, not yourself, that's wrong. Don't try to push your beliefs, your ideas, your visions or viewpoints onto another person, okay? It's okay to have discussions about it. We do that all the time here at my house. We get in these deep spiritual discussions, but we also have respect for one another and what the other person thinks, okay? And we don't have to think alike. The other people do not have to agree with you for it to be so in your reality, okay? Other people, everybody doesn't have to agree with what you believe, okay? Everybody's entitled to their own experiences. I feel like that needs to be said right now, okay? All right, that's it. You guys are going through something big. You have a great and wonderful day. Bye.